Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, I am the owner of Crystal Edge Technology Screens using smart technology gain, and our products are Supreme and Blue. All right, so let's get this started. So I'm going to turn this trashy surface, which I helped design downstairs. Got something on the lens of my phone. I'm going to turn this trashy surface into an OLED like projection screen. It's not going to take me any time at all to do it. Now, I've had a few customers chime in and ask me about what surfaces to paint on. Will plexiglass be better? Will cardboard be better? Will plywood be better? Will, I don't know, different surfaces that they want to use would be better. The technology is designed so you can just paint it on anything you want and turn that into a projection screen. You don't have to have expensive rollers. I've used washed up. I've actually recycled rollers, washed them over and over and over again. You don't have to use. It takes all the guesswork at everything. So these are the rollers I like to use right here. But like I said, I bought rollers at Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. I've even recycled rollers. Doesn't make a difference. As long as you can roll it across the screen, you're good. Now, do not use foam rollers. I suggest not to do those, and short rollers, because short rollers will pretty much make your work last even longer. 9-inch roller is all you need. That's basically about it. So we're going to turn this into a professional looking projection screen, and it'll take no time at all. Now, the only time you have to prime a surface is unless you're doing fabric. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a Christmas sale, and that's my thank you to my customers for supporting my company. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do. I do. We got all the orders out. Everybody's good to go. So we're going to have a free blackout cloth surface with the 1 quart and 2 quarts. And this is going to be a surface that I'm looking at trying to get something like maybe 6 by 10 feet, something, a good size, that you can work with. That's me building my table for my tea room. So let's roll over this, get this done. And then we'll start working on the Christmas sale on the website. I'm going to make it snow on the website, something pretty cool. And then we're going to have that sale where we're going to give out that free blackout cloth surface. So for those of you who may not want to paint on the wall and you may have restrictions and so forth, and you're just trying to find a surface, you don't want to pay the extra money, we'll give it to you for free. All right, so let's begin. Let's turn our trash surface into something beautiful. I'll show you how fast it is to paint. This doesn't take much. I know people that will hire a painter to come in and do the screen. Like, you don't have to do that. You can do it yourself. Your kids can paint the screen. So we're going to be using, of course, 12 right there. It's a 12. And what you usually do is drop your paint onto the screen. You don't need a paint pan or nothing like that. And we're just going to roll over this and be done. I like to do my edges first. I kind of use this, the paint that I throw in the middle. I like to use that as a form of what do you call it? Like a paint pan. Should have poured more paint there than that. That's more like than that. You're not gonna need that much. I got overkill just now. Really just overkilled. You don't have to worry about priming your surface and none of that nonsense. Like I said, the only time you're painting fabric, the only time you want to basically prime the surface first, because fabric is going to soak in the material. It's going to leave uneven spots, so you're going to prime that surface first. We're done. Got a little bit more paint on this roller. I can feel the weight on this roller right now. I got more. I can basically coat it with something else. Got enough on the roller right now. I can feel it to paint over something else if I choose to, but we're going to try something else. So let me set this up in the other room. This is on styrofoam. Got ourselves here a 96 Postal Service bottle. You can tell by the feel of the roller on how much paint we got on the roller. We made to coat something else with it. There we go, that's done. Now I'm like that. That's a good old thing. Alright, that's done. See what else we can paint over. We got a piece of styrofoam here, right there. We turn that into a screen too, right? We're going to use what's left of this to paint the wall upstairs. So we're going to do a paint on demonstration. I'm going to paint over my screen upstairs. I might expand the screen size too. This time I'm going to paint over it again. Now usually when you're doing this kind of styrofoam, sometimes you might have to put 2 coats in there because this is the gritty kind. This isn't insulation. Insulation is a little easier to paint over. I advise you spraying over this, but we're good. We just ain't enough to basically hit it. We're done. Bring it over here. Okay. Oh yeah, I hit my power button by accident. I struck my power button. There we go. Let me see what I got going on here. That's the side to side. Need to bring it down some. Here we go. As it dries, it's going to become brighter and brighter. show you how this stuff works. So we're going to lay this down. This may blow away. So I'm going to have to put a little tape behind the back of that because that's going to blow away. That's light styrofoam. This is the surface that we have already that we're going to be packing for free. This is the black alcohol surface right here. We're going to build a screen out of that too. Oh, I didn't make that much noise. Sorry about that. We're going to make a screen out of that. Yeah. That should be good. See if we can run the fan on that. Okay. Now as that starts to dry, all the glare will disappear, screen will get brighter and brighter, and then we'll be done. So we did styrofoam, cardboard, insulation styrofoam. I don't have any sheet metal laying around the house or any glass, so can't do that one. I'll have to go order me some sheet metal or something. I'll do that right there. Here we go. So at least it gives you an idea what you can paint it on, because I have customers that will contact me and say, Ken, look, can I paint it on this? What if I use, what's the difference between sheet metal, or if I want to go with plastic, or if you want to go with fiberglass, or if they want to use drywall. Whatever you paint this stuff, it's going to all come out the same way. It doesn't make a difference. It's just, it gives you the ability to build how you want to build your screen, how you want to design it. But it's going to come out the same way. That's the whole purpose of it. Make it easy. There's no sanding or priming. You just roll over it and you're done. That's it. When I usually move into a house, I grab a gallon of my paint and I just go to town. I fit everywhere I want to put a screen. I just roll over that section, move to the next one, roll over that section, to the next one. Go back and forth through the entire house to get everything knocked out. By the end of the day, I got screens painted from the outside of the house to the inside of the house. Done. We'll let that dry up real good. And we'll do some demonstrations, some movies off of it, and stuff like that, okay? Where does it say what? Where does it say, where does it say not to paint your thing with oil base? No, you misunderstood. I had a customer who contacted me and asked me if it was okay to prime the surface with an oil-based product before he applied our screen paint. Our screen paint is water-based. It's a water-based product. That's what our screen paint is. There's no scent, no heavy toxic smells. Keep in mind, if you watch me wash a floor off, when I spill paint on the floor, if you see me wash it off my hands with hot water and soap, that would tell you that's a water-based product. If it was an oil-based, it would involve some kind of solution or chemical or turpentine in order to remove the product. I used to paint, and I used to be a painter a long time ago. So keep in mind, when you're using an oil-based product, you can't wash that off with hot water and soap. You have to use some form of solution to remove it. So you misinterpreted it. It doesn't say it on the website. The product is not oil-based. Why in the world, to begin with, would you mix it with an oil base to begin with? That doesn't make any sense. I'm having a conversation with somebody who's asking me, so it doesn't mix with oil base. Why would you want to mix with oil base to begin with? What kind of screen are you painting? That's crazy. Okay, let me explain something to you. You talking about surface. You just watch me coat over multiple surfaces and produce a screen. All right, you got to go. Bye-bye. I don't have time to have that conversation with you. Bye-bye. See, this is what I'm talking about by some of these people that come in and ask the strangest questions. I just sat there and said crystal clear that a customer asked me if it was okay to use an oil-based substance to paint the screen. And I said that's not a good idea. This paint has no primer in it. So it has primer in it. So why would you need to add something to the surface to be able to prime it first? Did you just see Did you just see the surface I just painted over? That surface was a train wreck. Now, if I was able to coat over that, and coat over the styrofoam, and coat over the cardboard box, and show you an image, why would you ask a question about priming the surface? I clearly just said if you're doing fabric, then I suggest you to go in and prime the fabric, because the fabric is going to absorb paint. So what's going to happen if you paint over the fabric, you may have some sections that may absorb more, some absorb less, and you could get spotting on the screen, which are uneven areas. So I advise you to paint that surface first with a primer or any kind of paint to absorb in as much paint as you possibly can. And then you add our product on top of it, which you've seen me do those demonstrations before. But this individual wanted to have a discussion about why my product wouldn't work with oil-based paint. Again, woo! All right, let's move on. I'm not going to have that conversation with you. I just explained to you why it doesn't. I don't put up with nonsense. This is not the page for coming here and carrying on. If you don't know how to act right when you're in here, you have to go. It's simple and plain. I don't even know how you could actually miss the video demonstration I just did. Same guy coming in. Same guy's coming in over and over and over again. Dude, why are you coming back into my channel over and over again and making fake accounts? I just clearly stated crystal clear about turning a trashy surface into a projection screen. How did you misinterpret that in any way whatsoever? Did you see me use any form of primer to prepare the screen first? Did you see me sand the surface to prepare for the screen paint? You didn't. You just saw me roll over top of it, which should tell you that it basically has a built-in primer that allows you to coat over the surface. Why would you even bring an oil-based substance into it when I clearly said that as a no-no? But yet he's going to argue with me because he can't use an oil base. Doesn't make any sense. You don't need to use it to begin with. I just painted over the surface. Okay, and then gets mad because I delete him and tell him he has to go because he wants to have an ongoing conversation and debate about why he can't use an oil-based screen paint. Or oil-based substance. But it doesn't work with oil-based? Why are you using oil-based to begin with? I'm not having this conversation with you. This is a demonstration. Either you respect it or you go. There's plenty of places that you can go to and you can have a discussion about oil-based paints. And he's back again. What is wrong with you? Bye-bye. Do you understand what is the demonstration? Explain to me what the demonstration is. Explain to me what the demonstration is. The demonstration is me coming on here, painting the screen, and showing you how you can turn any surface into a high professional screen. So what's the problem? All right then. You ever see me use an oil-based substance in any of my video demonstrations? Okay. That's like somebody having a YouTube channel and they're talking about high-performance muscle cars, and somebody wants to come in and have a conversation about bicycles. All right, now on. You come in my channel. You start talking about dumb nonsense. I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not going to even talk to you. I'm just going to block you right from the door. I don't even know how you would have actually got this mixed up with oil-based products. Did I say anything in the conversation about using oil-based products with the screen paint? No. Have I ever said anything about using oil-based products with the screen paints? No. All right then, move on. All right, so we're just about dry. I can read perfectly. I can read enough to see your comment doesn't belong here, so goodbye. Look how fast that dries. For drying time on this is quick. So that's what I mean by it. You can paint over any surface you want, and you don't have to worry about priming or using an oil-based substance or any of that nonsense. Just paint over the screen and be done with it. And that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to be easy so anybody can paint the screen. Now, if you notice, the box, the styrofoam, they all look the same. So it doesn't make a difference if you use plexiglass, or use drywall, or whatever materials you want to use. It's how you construct the screen. That's what it comes down to the end. How you want to construct your screen, how you want to build it. Sometimes they come here to try to discourage me, to get me off topic. That's pretty much what it is. Because the bottom line, like I said, at the end of the day, they can't do this. Screen's still a little wet. Those areas right in there. Why would you paint it on stucco to begin with? If you go through the website gives a detailed prescription, gives a detailed specification of what you can paint it on and what you can't paint it on. So why would you paint it on stucco? Do you know what stucco would look like if you try to paint it? The screen would come up so gritty you wouldn't be able to see it too well. Then you can't use it. If your wall's made out of stucco, no, you can't use it with stucco. No. Your walls will come up too gritty. What you could do, I've seen somebody do this before. All right, they traced out the area where they wanted to paint the screen. They just wanted to just sand it in a square. That's what they did. Because instead of going to mine, if your walls are stucco, that's a lot of stucco to sand over. So the fastest way to do that is to basically just map out your screen. Take a sander and just go inside and that would look kind of cool too. That would look kind of hot, to tell you the truth. On a stucco wall, if you're able to sand in there, smooth that out real nice, and then put that screen in there in that stucco like that, that would look real nice. I had a friend of mine, she had a pink stucco wall, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to sand the wall, sand a square into the wall, but she didn't want it. She wanted me to paint over the stucco. I mean, it looked okay, but when you got up on close on top of it, it was gritty as I don't know what. But that's not a bad idea. If you sand in that wall, sand it down nice and flat, that'd be nice. Or drywall might work out better. Yeah. Those are good ideas right there. I mean, usually for me, I just build a frame and just place it over the wall and do it that way. But that's not a bad idea right there. That's a really good idea. Now you got me kind of thinking, like, I don't have anything here that's, oh, I do have stucco walls. The basement has stucco walls. I forgot about that. They have a rough texture to the wall. What I have to do is I'm going to have to get me a surface and design me a rough textured surface and then sand it and sand a square out of it and make a screen in the middle of it. That would look pretty hot. That'd be a pretty cool project to do. See, it's people like that that come in on the channel, and they say stuff like that. That's actually very interesting. That's interesting what he just said about the whole stucco thing, by using a form of heavy plaster or whatever to basically cover that up to put it, to build a screen there. So that's not a bad idea. That's an extremely good idea. And again, like I said, it helps other people out that may have a stucco wall, that he can figure out a solution on how to do it better. So right there, we just got a little wet spot in there, and we'll be almost dry. I gotta tape that one spot too, because it's kind of blowing in the wind over there. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We got stuff going all around. That can be that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I wonder if we got anything else we can paint in the house. We gotta find something else. Ah, I found some wood. You gotta paint over this. Let's paint over some wood, throw that into the screen. I'm gonna do this with one hand. Oops, sorry about that. I wish I had some sheet metal. I gotta find out how to get some sheet metal. All right. Got a piece of wood there. There we go. There's a piece of wood right there in the middle of the screen where I set it at. What else we got? Now I have to buy some scraps of surfaces so I can figure out stuff to paint on. Oh, there you go. That already. Yeah, I'm about to buy some scraps or whatever. I don't have anything else to paint on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a screen. I'm building tonight using the blackout cloth surface we're gonna give you for free for the Christmas sale. And you'll see me coat this with a primer, light coating over top of it. And then you'll see me hit it with our screen paint. Like I said, because it's fabric. That's the only thing I suggest you paint over. It's prime, it's just basically fabric. Now I told you as the screen dries, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. That's how the technology is designed. So not bad, we did a trashy piece of surface. We did a beat up box over there, nicest postal service box. Piece of styrofoam. Okay, we're just about dried anyway. We got a few spots in there that's still wet, but I'm not worried about that at all. Let's get all this connected. out of the way. Eureka! Yes, we have metal. It's going to be one of the most crazy demonstrations you've ever seen in your freaking life. Found some metal. This might work. Alright, I may want to cut the sides first. But then flatten it out a bit. Then we'll roll over top of it. Let me get something I can cut the side. Wait, let me bring you back here so you can watch the video. I'm going to cut that and flatten that out. We're going to roll right over top of that too. Oh, it's crashing. It's crashing. It's funny. I had the fan on all this time. That would make the screen go off. But the minute I take the fan off, it basically comes tumbling down. Do a flattened piece of metal. And it's not sheet metal, and I wouldn't paint your screen out of it, but it just gives you a bit of an idea what you can do. I find my scissors. I can never find my scissors when I need them. Alright, people. Hopefully over here for a minute. So we're going to should hold that with one foot. Nothing is ever normal when I do demonstrations. Just remember that. Don't do things on normal levels. What you're not supposed to. You're supposed to do things outside the box. Because this gives people ideas like, okay, you know, it just gives you an idea of what you can paint the screen on, what you can do with it. It's up to you. They're dry, but blend in. Now it's going to need 2 coats. You know why? The lumens from the projector are hitting that tinfoil and bouncing back. But it'll blend. I got to do a sheet metal or tinfoil screen. You got to put a couple more coats on that. Dry. Well, I shouldn't do it this way. Should have found it that way, it would have been better. Tinfoil screen. Nice. There we go. As somebody referred to me as being mad But you know what? Hey, doing this kind of living makes me, this kind of work every day makes me mad. Like I said, I'm as crazy can be. Let's do something else I want. I gotta get ready tomorrow because I'm going to be converting the 235.1 into blue. All right, somebody wrote me a book. Let's see what the book is about. I don't calibrate my projectors. I've never calibrated a projector a day in my life. Why is the Chrissy? Oh boy, again. You gotta read books, man, before you come on here and start talking, man. You really do. Now look, let me tell you the message this fellow gives to me. So he's telling me that you always say you don't calibrate your projector. Your projector, right? No calibration needed. Then he says, right, the why is the why. What is the why? Is that? Why is that? It should be why is that? Chrissy 1080p projector came in the factory settings, now all jacked up on 25 and so forth. Changing the settings in your projector is not calibrating your projector. That's two different things. You got that mixed up. So what he's trying to say is because I changed the settings in my projector, I'm calibrating my projector. You got that mixed up, buddy. You need to go to ABS forums or go to Google and just research that because you are completely mixed up. Changing the settings in your projector is not calibrating your projector. No, I'm sorry, it is not. Goodbye. So he's trying to say that changing the settings in your projector, which everybody has to do, change the settings in the projector, consider it on what kind of environment they have. Some people have, or you're going to use, my projectors all sit in eco mode. So keep in mind, my Chrissy projector settings go all the way up to 90. That's what mine, because mine's 4,300 lumens. So my settings and my projector sits here in whisper mode, number one. They're all in eco mode. And we've done demonstrations on projectors much lower than this. But he's saying that changing the settings and your projector is calibrating your projector. That's not calibrating your projector. He's got that completely mixed up. I don't know where you got that misinformed information at, but you are completely wrong on that, buddy. It has nothing to do with calibrating your projector. Calibrating your projector and your settings are two different things. My brightness is at 22. That's my brightness on my projector. My projector is 4,300 lumens. And I've done this on the 1,000 lumen projectors. I don't think he knows about the collection of projectors that I have in my basement, that I have tested my screens on just about every kind of projector that I have, even low-end projectors, laser projectors, and so forth. But he's completely misinformed. He's trying to say, well, I'm calibrating my projector because I'm changing the settings in my projector. That's not calibrating your projector. You're way off on that one, buddy. You need to go someplace and get some information on that, because that's not calibrating the projector. Changing the settings is not calibrating your projector. It's something completely different. You need software or a program to do that. So that's why I read these comments out, so you can hear some of the crazy stuff people ask me. So he's arguing with me because he's saying that I said I never calibrated a projector. No, I don't use any software or anything to calibrate a projector. But he clearly believes that if you go in and change the settings, like in your projector, you're automatically calibrating your projector. No, that's adjusting. You're adjusting your color, you're adjusting your picture, that's what you're doing. And I've done projectors already done on factory settings, below factory settings. We've done all those demonstrations before. I feel that before you come on here and make these judgments, please go back to my YouTube archives and check out all the video test demonstrations I've done on my products before actually making those accusations. Because when you come in here and you make that, and people who've known me and they've watched me do demonstrations, you come off looking a bit foolish. When you go to change the settings in your projector, it never says in your manual that you are calibrating your projector. But okay. So what's another one? We got another new one? As a matter of fact, just go to YouTube and put down how to calibrate your projector. That's all you got to do. If you want to, this is my kick around projector. Oh, he's got to be calibrating his projector. It's changing the what settings. I love people when they come in and make dumb comments. So we're going to entertain your dumb comment. We're going to bring my settings all the way down to 0 on every last setting. Now we can't do that with Keystone because with Keystone that's going to basically throw the picture off. So let's bring it all the way down to 0. Here's 0 right there. Now let's bring it all the way down to 0 here. And let's see what happens. Let's see if the picture remains the same or it gets even worse. So we're bringing it down to 0. Keep in mind, I do unboxings. So that's what people understand, what these people understand, that I do unboxings. When I do unboxings, I bring my projectors here, I open them up, and I actually hit them with the screens. Zero. 0, 0. Now my projector settings, we'll go up again, and you'll see that all my settings are at 0. Let's get out of the contrast level here. All right. So, let me see. Hold on for a minute. Let's go up to tint. Needs to be at 0. Make sure all is 0. All 0, 0, 0. Let me see. Here we go. There we go. 0. Well, actually, it goes to 1. That's the one that's going to go down to 1. All right. There we go. So I'll show you real quick. Now the menu's going to disappear. We're going to bring it back on. All right. And here you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Brightness is still at 6. We got to bring it down a little bit more. We got to bring it down a little bit more. We're still too high up on the brightness. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Hold on for a minute. We're going to go up. Let's go all the way up. And let's bring it down some more. We're supposed to be at 0. 2, 3. Is that 1? Nope, that's 0 right there. I got good vision. If I can see that from here, I can literally see the board from there. See my menu from there. All right. Now sharpness is going to stay at 1 because that's where it's going to. That's as far as it's going to go down. So there you go. There's my settings right there, all the way down on 0, right there. The only thing I changed is my Keystone at 4. All right. So, what were you saying again? Don't you know I do unboxings and I get projectors that come here that have These projectors that'll come here, that'll be factory refurbished, which means that projector is automatically set and it's basically factory settings. I do unboxings all the time on eBay. So I'll bring a projector here, I'll open it up, and I'll show it off on all my screens. I'll do demonstrations off of it right out of the box without changing any of the settings whatsoever. And there you go. That is my Christie projector with all the settings at 0. Now, what were you saying about calibrating what? Come on now, don't challenge me. Don't challenge me. You know better than that, crow boys. All right, moving on. Keep in mind when you buy a TV doesn't say it by changing your settings. Here's how you change your settings. It doesn't say here's how you calibrate your settings. So I think the fellow got that kind of mixed up. He really believes that basically by going in and changing the settings in your projector, it's calibrating your projector. And that's not so. He needs to do some research. So there you are. There is my Christie with all the settings at 0. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have all your settings at 0 on your projectors? You don't. You don't have your settings on 0. You actually have your settings adjusted to how you like to have your scene. Some people like more color. Some people like less color. Some people like more contrast. Some people like less contrast. Some people like a little brighter. Some people don't. Everybody has their projector set it the way they want to have it set. But it's interesting. When I set my projectors, it's supposed to be, well, you got yours up on the highest settings. That's the only way you can actually achieve an image that looks like that. No, all my projectors sit in my house are in eco mode right now. Every last one of them sit in eco mode on their lowest settings. My Christie can go all the way up to 90. It's a venue projector. It has a little bit more abilities than your everyday projector. I can pull my brightness to 90. My brightness only has to be at 22. That's it. On eco mode or whisper mode for the Christies. And look at my picture quality. Let's see what's going on with the internet. Now, for the fellow who made the comment, to help him out a little bit, you see this over here? You have to run a program. Some people have built-in firmware. Some people have a built-in firmware in their projectors, or maybe TVs will have a built-in firmware that will allow you to go in and calibrate your projectors or TVs. Some people have to buy it. You may have to buy the calibration disc in order to calibrate your projector settings and all that. But this is not something that you could do by changing the settings in your projector. I don't know where that fellow got that information from, but he's completely way off altogether. No, you have to have either software or maybe your machine has it built in. Now, the Christie 505s upstairs have the software already built in because those are basically venue projectors. But I don't use it. I never had to use. I never calibrated a projector a day in my life. And you never see me calibrate a projector. And the reason why is because I do unboxings. And when I do unboxings, I take my projectors right out, throw them on, and they look fantastic on the screen. That's the reason why I think I bought 5 of those. I bought 5 of those ultra short throw projectors. And the whiteboard calibration. Now my Sony projector downstairs has built-in software to calibrate it, and it's a freaking nightmare. I'm not doing that crap. See, there's a program in your projector, if you have it, that will allow you to auto calibrate your projector. And you still have to go through all the things of adjusting to calibrate your projector. It has nothing to do with settings in your projector. But I think the fellow needs to go online, just look up how to calibrate a projector, and you will see. That's like, I heard somebody say, and you know who I heard it from, who I heard what I said. I heard somebody say that all you had to do was basically calibrate your projector in order to get the contrast level equal to a black screen. If that was the case, there'd be no such thing as DMP supernovas or black diamonds or any of the dark screens you have out there, because you could just simply just go in and just take a white screen and calibrate it to a black screen if that was the case. You can't do that. Now, for the person who made that statement, if you're going to make statements like that, I would appreciate it if you back it up by simply just saying, hey, look, I'm going to paint one side of my screen jet black, and I'm going to take this white side of the screen, I'm going to calibrate it to it actually matches the black screen. But they're not going to do that because they know it's virtually impossible. Now, if you Crow boys want to come on here and carry on, we can always switch the demonstration by bringing on your buddy's product up here. Because you know what we found out about his product, right? Now, if you want to come up here and talk smack, you know what we found out about his product. What did we find out about Mr. Crow's product? I don't know if you saw that demonstration with a, what's it, wait, the screen there, the platinum, that black platinum screen we developed. Because I can clearly show you the demonstration where he showed people how to make that product and then sold it. So, you know, if you want to talk about making a, you want to come here and making statements, how about we start off with that one first? Oh, I thought not. I think it upsets them and it bothers them to see me come on here and paint a screen live, show off the demonstration, show it off on multiple surfaces of me painting the screen. This is what bothers them. Because the demonstrations that they're used to seeing by Crow is the screen comes up so dark that you can't see it, you can't make out any images. It's a dirty, washed out, unwatchable image. But you're clearly here seeing this paint dry on multiple surfaces. Right in there is a piece of wood. Mind you, we just painted over a piece of wood. It's right in the center of the screen. And I think that's what bothers them. Deal with it. That's all I can tell you. At the end of the day, deal with it. Bite your bottom lip and deal with it. Because at the end of the day, I would really like to see all those different screen paints lined up one by one, including that pre-mix, lined up one by one next to all his screens, all together. And I would love to see a Starfield demonstration in a fully lit environment. I came on here and I showed you the difference between everyday gray primer and our dark gray screens. I came on here and I showed you his screen paint versus a dark gray screen. So a screen that produces an image so dark, them colors look absolutely amazing. I'm sorry you have to hear me talk about the Crow boys. There's something wrong with them. I don't know what it is. And they come on here with all these theories and stuff like that, and it's sad. At the end of the day, it's sad. But they can see it's a live demonstration. There's no smoke and mirrors, and as you can see, my technology works. See how I snap my hand in real time? We don't baby screens over here. We don't do things in the dark over here. Everything's done in the light. Let's see what else we got in here to play with. Before I take this down and put this downstairs in the basement, because we no longer need this anymore. And so you just see me come here and just roll over this stuff. No priming, nothing. So far, since I did this demonstration, I had one person argue with me about because he couldn't use it with an oil base. I had another person get upset because he's talking about the settings in my projector, and I calibrated my projector through my settings. What was the other one? One guy was rambling on about something, but I didn't bother looking at it. I just blocked him. I had time for it. You're going to have to deal with it. My technology works, and it's good. And we could debunk your technology just like that. Just like all the other two paints, I can debunk every product he has over there. Easily. Because I know how it's made. We used to make this stuff 10 years ago under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Look at that. Look at the light. And there's my piece of wood in the center of the screen. We're pinning on this dirty piece of wood. No priming needed. Got a piece of styrofoam, a beat up United States shipping box, and a trashy piece of large piece of styrofoam. We just rolled right over top of it. It was done. Oh, and keep in mind, that styrofoam is actually 6 pieces of styrofoams all taped together using frog tape. Look at the yellow on the white wall compared to the shipping box. Right there? Look at the shipping box compared to the white wall. I'll let these play. I'm going to clean my mess up in behind me. My area all tidied up. Tidy it up. I did this demonstration because we have customers that constantly ask, what can you paint it on? That's why we do these demonstrations. We show our customers what you can paint it on. Look on the bright side. It's a good thing I do delete your comments. If I let your comments up and I just repost this so everybody can read your comments, you don't want to like that. So trust me, I'm doing you a favor by deleting your comments. When you make those dumb accusations and I delete those accusations, I post these videos everywhere, which means other people will be looking at your comments and laughing at you. But I did you a big favor. So you're gonna excuse me. I'm gonna put my settings back up on my projector where I had it at, because I use this for also too my other office upstairs. Put it down on 0 settings. When somebody says, "Oh, you calibrate," you don't calibrate. But I think you really should go in and understand what calibration means before making a statement like that, because you go on a form site and you start talking like that, you can embarrass yourself like that. Changing your settings in your projector is not calibrating your projector. Going the wrong way. Here we go. We need it at 22. That's all I use. Let me see. My tint's always 1. And people call me up and ask me what are my settings in my projector all the time. What are your settings in your projector? So let's see where I put my settings at. At first, my settings were at 22, right? That's where my settings were at, 22 on my projector. So let me show you what I changed them over to. That's what I changed my settings to. That's it. My brightness is at minus. I brought it down. You thought I was going to bring it up? No. I brought it down to show you the steering can still maintain its color. Now we can switch it back up. It's at minus 24. All right, with that being said, you watch me paint over several junky surfaces. This is a 12. You watch me paint over several junky surfaces using a United States shipping box, a piece of styrofoam that's we use for our screen. Did that in no time at all. It's all going in the trash because I don't need it anymore. For demonstration, we did a United States postal shipping box. We made our screen out of today. We used a piece of wood right here. And what else did we use? Oh, we used this beat up piece of styrofoam that was actually multiple pieces of styrofoam all painted it together to make one big screen. Now, I'm going to end the demonstration right here because I could easily walk right over here and go pick up something from that corner over there. You know it's over there, right? We're not going to do that demonstration today. We can always do that demonstration tomorrow. I got a paint on demonstration on some drywall to do tonight. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, on some drywall. Maybe tonight, I don't know. I still got to finish putting up my, finish my tea table for the Japanese room upstairs, my Japanese little office slash theater tea room, and I have to finish putting in the 3D grid for the Tron room, which I'm gonna call it the grid. I don't know if I'm gonna call it yet, but I got to finish that because that's done, and I just got my lights. Where'd my lights go? Yeah, I just got my lights somewhere around here. Let me see. Now this is ink for the printer, which I told you I needed, which I got today delivered. Had that shipped in overnight. Let's see. We got the blackout cloth right here for the customers. So I'm gonna start the Christmas sale. Probably let's see, what's the day? What day is Thursday? So probably Saturday. We'll start it Saturday. I just gotta put some special effects on the website. So that's the blackout cloth that comes for free. These are my LED lights right here. This is what we do setup for the setup upstairs. And that is, that's blue technology. So we're only going to do maybe around, I'm going to take this upstairs to my room. We're only going to do like 5,000. I'll finish building this. This is my table for my tea room. We're only going to do 5,000 for blue. That's it. And it's going to be pre-orders only. I got to spread it out. Like I said, I got companies that are involved that want some of that technology, and they want 5 gallons of it because they want to be able to play around with it. So there's the scaffold piece we're going to build. It's already done. That's going to attach to the ceiling. We've already got the built-in brackets. Here's the LED lights are going to go with that. Those are chasers we're going to be adding in. We're going to finish working on the grid right here, the main power supply grid. This is going to need some work. But tomorrow, I don't have to paint over this, but I'm just doing it for you guys. I'm going to paint over this wall. We're going to paint in another screen right over top of it. Just to show how easy it is to paint on drywall. No sanding, just done. That's it. And we're going to use whatever leftover paint we got left in that container. I think I got about that much left in there. That's enough to finish the job. Also, too, got this real glow-in-the-dark solution that I paid for that I'm going to coat over top my frame so my frames can glow in the dark when I get in here. We got a lot more to go in there. This is a little Japan in this room right here. My little setup in here. I call this little Japan. I love this setup in here. It's beautiful. I started off, all I was supposed to do was just paint this side of the wall for a demonstration setup. That's all I was supposed to do. And something said, you know what? Let's just blow out the whole room. So we did. I love this spot, man. I love this little room in here. Nice little desk. Now, mind you, the chair's gonna go. I ordered a kneeling pillow that they use for kneeling for working on them. I had to order one of those. So that's gonna go. I've already done a whole day's work on my knees working. It's very comfortable and I like it a lot. It's actually good for my back too. The chair, for some reason, had a bar that was sticking. It was killing my back. It was causing me a lot of pain. But I like this little setup. So once I'm waiting for that to come here by Amazon. So this is going to go into my little tea area once I get my table finished off. This is the tea room right in here. Took the closet doors off and painted the entire thing. That lights up right there. I got LED lights that go all the way up to the top. That's going to allow me to make my teas and everything. Got them all selected out there. I love this teapot. This teapot was beautiful. It was like 60 bucks. I didn't want to pull the trigger on it, but it's beautiful. I love it. That's going to fit real nice in there. 79-inch portrait mode projection screen. Over here we got the 720p setup right here. I'm in here at night watching my cartoons. And then over in that section right here, we got a fountain going in. And I ordered some Japanese traditional lamps that'll be coming here pretty soon. I think that's the only thing I'm missing next is the lamps. But that right there, those are called Japanese door curtains. That's what they're called. That's what I was looking for on Amazon. But the ones they have were too cheap. They're too flimsy. They're supposed to flap back and forth. They're supposed to be made out of wool or kind of a woven fabric, but they're not supposed to be too thin. These are actually made out of really good material. They just come right back in place right there. So this was a challenge. I had to build this entire setup here for under $600. My screen was made out of a bed sheet, and I used scraps of old wood I found downstairs in my shop. I recycled some old brackets. That's how I built my frame. My screen's made out of a bed sheet. The projector I got off eBay for $150. That's what I paid for it. I would put a new lamp inside of it for 60 bucks. Sound bar right there, and subwoofer cost me $130. And then the stick in the back right there for the Fire Stick cost me $39. That's it. Done. Got me a nice little setup in here. Let me see. I'm going to sign and skip this crap. I have my other account. I don't know how I'm signed out. I don't even have an account on this channel. And the screen is coated with black. This is black technology. That's why I say you can paint your screens on anything. Like I said, I used the bed sheet for projection screen. Went to Walmart. Because I'm looking at all these, I need a blackout cloth surface. And I'm looking at all these different surfaces that they're charging like way too much. Some places are charging too much. Even if it's 20, 30 bucks, it's still too much. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Walmart and I'm just gonna pay for a bed sheet. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use that as a projection screen. And it worked out fantastic. This is how your setup's supposed to be in your environment. You're supposed to, if you have an ultra short throw, most people want them because they want them to react like TVs. They want to be having right up on top of the screen. I mean, they want to put it in their living rooms, and dining rooms, and their game rooms, or whatever. They just want it to be in an area. Most of these are in the living room. You know what I mean? And the last thing you want your living room to look like is a freaking cave. Like you gotta go in there and turn on all your lights. Yeah, block out all your curtains. You gotta go through all that nonsense. Nobody wants to go through this crap. See that? You see that? This is what you want. I can open up my curtains and let the beautiful light come in. And there's my screen right there. No problem whatsoever. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is not a cave. This is my bedroom. And this is my little / office. And I like it nice and bright in here. I don't have any of my windows darkened at all where you can't see any of the light pushing through. I can look out here and see the entire golf course right from there. Yes, that's the sand of doom right there. That's a doom sand. They always get stuck in that thing. Always get stuck in there. Remember, one guy gave me a middle finger. Okay, it was a bad comment I made to him. I said, "Did you leave any sand for anybody else?" Because he was really in there for a while. He was digging up a lot of sand. He made a couple of castles coming out of there, but yeah. There you go. I can stand right here. And I should be able to see my screen crystal clear from there to there. Even if there's light pushing through that window, I should be able to see that screen with no problem. If you have an ultra short though, there's no way in the world you should be sitting in the dark. That's virtually impossible. Your screen shouldn't wash out, it shouldn't fade, it shouldn't have any of those problems whatsoever. I think I'm gonna leave my curtains open today. See? How many people can say that? I'm gonna leave my curtains open today and enjoy the light coming through, filter in my room. That's a beautiful feeling when you don't have to basically turn your environment into a cave because you're afraid that the light is gonna wash out your screen. And keep in mind, it's even a better feeling when I can just go to eBay and buy me a projector for $150, 720p, and that's all I need to spend on. This whole setup cost me under $600. And you got people sitting in the dark with ultra short though projectors and you can't even see the environment crystal clear. That sun right there, sitting right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them open. enjoy some of that sunlight in that room. All right, people, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. That's the other setup. I got to get some time in this room to play, man. I haven't been in the room and play. I haven't been in that room to even play yet. Too much. Got to get in there. But that's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, you should be able to fire up your projector, use it in a fully lit environment. You know what? Ultra short throw. I had ultra short throws throughout the entire house. Boy, my freaking whatchamacallit's clicking like, oh, and I brought the remote control down. So this is why I keep losing my remote controls and getting them mixed up. All right, they drive me crazy. Now, right there, when the sun hits, it's the whole side of the house. I gotta figure out what to eat tonight, too.
That's a Chromebook with apps for whatever you
Oh, by the way, this projector is in eco mode. All my projectors are in eco mode in the house.
Alright, what's next? Switch to apps for whatever you need. Switch to Chromebook.
I don't have to be in the dark. That's the beautiful thing about this technology. This is blue right here. Ambient light projection 15. Can sit in a bit of windows with light pushing through, not even be affected. You can see light coming from this window, hitting right along the side, and it's not even bothering the screen. I'm gonna let that one play. Let's go over here to the kitchen. I wish I could get a projector with a 235.1 ultra short throw. It's my kitchen projection screen, ultra short throw, same projector. Man, I like this projector so much. See, carrying the remote controls again. That's the remote control for that one. So you're watching me do a paint-on demonstration of the technology and then walk around my house firing all my projectors up. Ooh, that looks nice. Hold on. I'll wait for that to fire up. That looks pretty cool. All right, let's go back in the kitchen. See what we got to watch in there. There's my kitchen projection screen set up right next to the window. Boom, no problem. See if I got the right one. Dropping stuff. See, the sun's hitting the side of my house. Ooh, probably can't see it from the glare from the window. Nah, That's the sun hitting the side of my house. When it comes up, it's everything on the side of this house, the windows and everything. So keep in mind, this summer, when I got my screen fired up out there, I should be able to walk in here and watch my screen out here, and then come in here and see my screen in here, and then walk down through here. I've already ordered my Chromecast, ordered another one for this one right here. So this one I haven't hooked up to it yet. This is gonna be coded to blue, and walk through here. You watch that screen trigger off, and then come right in here and watch this screen trigger off. I don't know which is going to sell more, blue or the black. I don't know. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to get my area cleaned up. I didn't even know sharks actually laid on the ocean floor like that. I had no idea they did that. Kind of thought they were always in motion all the time. Every time I say they're always in motion, I never seen them sit on the ocean floor. Okay, that's something I got to research tonight. I just thought about that for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I guess there's so much stuff that's going through my head. On the website, when you go through the specification sheet, there's an area that tells you how to clean up the screen paint. It says wash off with hot water or soap and hot or warm water and mild soaps. That's the same thing used to wash off a water-based product. Thought about that. This downstairs. upstairs. I'm gonna put these back in the printer. The new one. Hooah! Hooah! Yeah, one, two, three. Three of those. Good. Now, what's your day? They're on. Okay, well, I thought these were off. They're actually on. These are the two I'm looking for. Go that and finish putting that together. Okay. So I'm one of those neat freaks. Everything has to be clean, organized, before I even start to settle down. Okay, my house back in order. My friend brought me over a bag of popcorn, like a whole lot of popcorn. That's my favorite popcorn. She brought it down for me. She knows how much I like my snacks. So, let me see. I think this is the remote control for here. Yeah, okay, and then we got the one from upstairs, this one back upstairs. Ooh, she brought me down candy. Thank you. Much appreciated. We got some candy. Awesome. Okay, I'm happy. Place back to normal. Can't stand clutter, drives me crazy. Ooh, post office, I got packages coming in. Wonder what I got today coming in. I don't know which room it's gonna be. It may be for the gaming room, it may be for the other room. I ordered some stuff coming in. Or if they get more post office bags, which I need very badly. We're doing ship outs. So let's see what we got today. Maybe it's my fountain. It'd be nice if it was my fountain. So this one I like to watch all day long. It's fish. Literally just watch all fish all day long. Helps me to relax. Aww. I don't think I got anything. Or whatever. I'm stuck on all this week. I like how he takes off one way and comes back another way. I think the most fascinating fish I like to watch is stingrays. I like the way they flow. It's like they're flying saucers. Mine, that's a 720p projector. I really didn't have to spend a lot. So I bought 3 projectors. I think one was 180. The other 2 were 150. So that's $300. That's $480. Plus the one I bought for 50, 59, $60. So I'm talking about maybe about 540, 5 something at the most for like 4 ultra short throws for the house. So that's not bad. And for the price somebody would pay for a projector at maybe $600 so forth, I bought 4 ultra short throws for the house. And because of the technology, I don't have to worry about the picture washing out or the image becoming faded, or whether or not the picture quality is going to be good enough because of 720p or 1080p or 4K. This is what I'm talking about. This is true freedom. To be able to buy whatever the projectors I want. Most people, you were going shopping for a projector, you would have skipped over that projector. And for me, because we developed this technology, I don't have to. I told you, I can sit here in the afternoon, the sun can peek right through my windows, as I said, and I can watch TV. All right, let's take my remote control back upstairs. Watch that all day. I'll watch that literally all day. Let's go back upstairs. Wait, did I bring the LED lights with me? I did bring them. Did I bring them? Okay, so I got the ink for the printer. That trash bag's going to go in the trash. So once these rooms are finished, we start on the hallway. I can't wait to do the hallway. So the hallway, like I said, I'm gonna go get some of that cushion they use for floors, for gyms and stuff, the puzzle cushions. I'm gonna coat that with the technology, and that way I can use my 3D mapping projector, which I'm gonna buy a portable one that fits up in that corner, and I can actually blow out the floor. I might do the floor and the ceiling, 3D map the floor, the ceiling, and the floor. And then, finish the work in here. This is gonna be a lot. All right, so I think I might mount that to the ceiling today. Or I'll come back in here later on tonight and I'll show you how it looks. That'd be a better thing. Look at me, I just scraped them. That's why I gotta redo the walls. I do like this area right here. And they're like pushing right on through. Let's look for some football highlights.
Getting that from YouTube.
And on first down, Smith looking to throw it, and does so over the middle where he's got a completion to who else? Terry on a 3rd and long. The 4-man rush. Smith can't find anyone. Dancing away from trouble. Now gets it out into the flat. Still work to do for Sims. Roethlisberger looking, he's got a completion, no incomplete. The offense has been better with him in there. 3 down on the first possession. Here is Gibson. Good one. Antonio gets it 1st down and 4.
All he's realizing he's going to get a lot of touches during the game, and he's been pressing.
So Peyton Barber comes in and running back the blitz, and it gets to Smith. The old Tampa Bay Bucks in 2003 did that. Here is Smith back to throw. Oh, left-handed catch.
Batman, Dark Knight scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, the one with Bane. Bane.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Not as serious as yours. Last year.
Faye's voice has me crying.
Let's not stand on ceremony here. Mr. Wayne.
I broke your back.
Patience cost you your strength. Victory has defeated you.
That's what I'm talking about. You should be able to watch movies, anything you want in a fully lit environment with your windows open in the back. If your screen's washing out, then you got a problem. It's your screen's problem. It's not your projector's problem. It is definitely your screen's problem. Let me see. Contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
As I said before, and I'm not joking with you, my projector's already sitting in eco mode. While I'm sitting here doing this demonstration, all of them sit in eco mode. They don't make a sound. I'm gonna be in a fully lit environment with window light. Oh man, best way to be. Look at that out there. See how beautiful that looks? Why would I want to deprive myself of that? You see the sun come up. There's a hawk's nest out there. I love watching animals. There's a hawk nest that comes up there. I see them at the hawks. Early in the morning, I can get my binoculars and I can watch them feeding the babies up there. See how I set this room up? I'm not bragging or anything, but see how I set this room up? I want to be able to see everything in this room that I set up. I worked hard to build this place. And I want to see everything in here. I do not want to be sitting in the dark. I want to enjoy my environment. "4K outer space."
Getting that from YouTube.
Gatorade Zero. All the electrolytes, zero sugar.
Now I need one more 720p projector for the gamer room in the back. That's all I need. And I have enough. I have just enough. I finished. I think this one I'm gonna pay $130 for. I want the deep dark space. I want to see outer space, dark space. Oh, I got one. Relaxing outer space.
Getting that from YouTube.
Here we go. Let's see, from edge to edge. It's supposed to be black contrast from edge to edge. Just like a TV. Staring at this puts me to sleep. Mm. Mm. I would love to see what that looks like in real life. That's got to be absolutely breathtaking. And like I said, when it comes to the black screens, a tad dark, but nothing that's going to disrupt your picture quality. White those are a tad low, but nothing's going to disrupt anything. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to go finish the other room in the back. I'll be on later on the night when it's finished to show it off. I'm just going to do one of them. I got to do 4 of them in back there like that. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, gotta go. Thank you all for your time. The Christmas sale is going to start Saturday. We'll do it Saturday. Christmas sale is going to start Saturday. We're going to reduce the price again, and we are going to add in a blackout cloth. All right, so bottom line, free blackout cloth, free shipping, and we'll reduce the price a little bit. All right, with that being said, I got to get out of here. Thank you for your time, and God bless.